So, sorry for my voice. I'm sick right now and do not look the best right now. I'm super sweaty, but I just finished Crave by Tracy Wolff, and let me just tell you about it since this is a vampire vlog. I really loved this book. Honestly, it's like Twilight, but a lot better. It's like, well, like, not that Twilight was bad, but you can definitely tell that it's dated. And yeah, I enjoyed this book a lot. I have the dust cover off, but it's Crave again. And honestly, like, I would highly recommend it to people who, like, especially the younger generation or Gen Z or whatever, who are coming to want to read Twilight and not necessarily enjoying it just because of the datedness of it. This book is, like, so far, I really enjoy, and I feel like I definitely recommend it for those who, like, want to get into Twilight but don't want the Edward the vampire crybaby boy vibes, you know? Overprotective boyfriend vampire thing, but also giving you the ick. And in this book, like, I feel like the main character, Grace, she is, like, a lot more interesting than Bella. She actually, like, you know, has a voice, you know, and it's crazy because I was, like, thinking about it, and I'm like, dang, you know, Grace would definitely, like, freaking be so mad and, like, vocal about everything that Edward did, you know, if Edward was Jackson, you know, if Edward or Jackson, like, took out the car battery to her car, so just so that she can't see her friend Jacob, who's a wolf, like, you know, Grace would not be about that. She'd be like, what the fuck, you know? But anyways, okay, my thoughts and opinions after 100 pages. Good so far. Reminds me of both Twilight and actually Wednesday, the TV show, which I also enjoy, just because it's like an academy of, like, creatures, and it's very interesting and boarding school-esque, and gothic. Page 200, still enjoying. I can see why this is popular. I want to learn about the creatures / lore in the academy more, because, like, by this point in the book, she, like, didn't even know about the creatures. She doesn't even know that, like, vampires exist. Page 300, really enjoying still. Page 400, still enjoying, very interesting. Love where this is going so far. And then page 500, dang, that's crazy. The climax, dang. I am so invested in this, and literally, this is like modern day Twilight, so I can't wait to get into the second book, so I'll let you guys know how I feel. I finished Crush by Tracy Wolff, second book in the series. Sorry for the weird cutoff, but I actually really enjoyed this book, and I'm really enjoying this series. I'm giving this book 4 out of 5 stars. Also, realizing right now, I'm a little sunburned. Interesting. I went fishing with my boyfriend today, so that is why. Anyways, sorry, distractions. So I read this book and I really enjoyed it. Loved it. Had a lot of fun twists and turns, like freaking crazy. Also, it's ginormous. But yeah, I am really thoroughly enjoying this series, and sorry for the weird vibes right now. I'm a little grumpy. So I'll tell you a little story. So, it relates to the series. So, not like about the series, but about Pingo. So, I've only had to do this like maybe twice, but I ordered the third book in the series on Pingo Books from a bookseller, and I ordered it like 8 days ago. And like, I was so excited to get it, and it hasn't even shipped or anything. And I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the seller to ship it, and or even just like a message response saying like, hey, I'm on vacation, but like ship it as soon as I can, like any communication like that. But it did not happen. I had no contact with the seller at all through the 8 days. And I get it, life is busy, but like at least like message your customers, when that happens. I know usually I rely on my library a lot to print off stuff and like the shipping label, so I always message the buyers and being like, hey, like, I see it, thank you for ordering. I'm roughly going to ship it out this time. I understand life happens, but this seller, like, she did not contact me at all. There's no communication. 7 days later, hasn't even like, shipped it out. And I messaged her yesterday and I was like, hey, I ordered this book from you. Is like there a good like estimate of when you're gonna ship it? It's been 7 days and no response. So with Pango, if it's been more than 7 days, you can actually cancel it as a buyer. Without like getting the okay from the seller. So I actually ended up having to cancel it because I finished this book and I really want to get to the third book. And yes, I do read these on audiobooks, but like I want the physical book too. But yeah, like she didn't even see my message, I don't think. I don't even know. Like she never responded. So yeah, I canceled that and got my money back, and then now I reordered Covet, I think it's called Covet, the third book on like from a separate or another seller that it said that she was active yesterday, so hopefully she'll see that and ship it out. But yeah, anyways, a little story, that's why I'm irritated. But anyways, yeah, I really enjoy this series a lot, and I am excited to continue on with it. I'll tell you about like every 100 pages what I felt. So page 100, still so good. I love to learn more about Grace and her new abilities. No spoilers, but yeah. Page 200, loving still, wondering what's gonna happen next. 300, still enjoying. 400, love, kind of giving me Harry Potter vibes, in a fun way, because if you followed me for a while, I didn't really enjoy Harry Potter. So yeah, and then wondering what the series continued, or what the series conflict will be. Sorry, my writing is weird and I'm reading everything upside down. So page 500, loving. Jackson is kind of on like annoying right now in my opinion, but like yeah, he's a little annoying. And then page 600, still interesting, and I wasn't really seeing the twist coming at all. Like what? That was crazy. And then the way the book ended, what? Anyways, I'm excited to continue on with the series, reading the third book, and I'll let you guys know if I got the third book, and yeah. But yeah, I'm going to be reading it on audiobook before getting the physical copy. I just like the physical copy because I like to see my progress, and also I like to write my little sticky notes. But anyways, I am in the middle of Covenant by Tracy Wolff. And I've been stuck on it for a couple months now. I think I stopped reading in like March, and it is now June. And I tried getting back into it, and it's not as entertaining as when I was first reading it. And a part of my journey through reading is that if I don't like it, I'm not going to continue reading it, even if I like the series at first, if I'm not like as invested in the story, I'm not going to continue reading it, and it's just going to get off my shelves. So I've been DNFing a lot, and yeah, so I think I'm actually going to DNF this book series and get rid of it because, I don't see myself rereading the first two and then continuing on. Maybe in the future that will change, then I'll just buy the series again. But as for right now, I'm not going to continue on, and it's not that I was like bad. I think I ended up, I don't know if I told you guys, but ended up stopping on like, I think like 300 pages or 200 pages into the third book. And I just had that one in the last one. I think the third book is like 600 pages. So I was like halfway through. But, I just found myself reading other books rather than Covenant. And I just like found myself getting into other stories a lot more. And it's not that the story itself is bad, it's just that like for me right now it wasn't as good, and I think I was just doing like a little too much, especially with the school of like witches, vampires, werewolves, trying to do too much, and I feel like the school of cryptids or supernatural beings is a cool idea, especially, in the, romantic side of things too, like having it be a romance, I think it's a cool idea, but I think like it's just too much, if you've read the book, you will know, but like I feel like is the story line was just, it was going all in different directions, because it just had a whole bunch of side plots, like, if you've read the third book or gotten to even the second book, you would know, like, doing the school, the evil vampire king dad, the romance that is too, the romances, um, the main character finding out something, I'm not going to spoil it, but like those of you who read it know. And I just think it's like, it's already like 5 things right there that the book is following, and it's just so much right now, and like, I'm not as invested in it. So I'm going to be DNFing it, and yeah, would I recommend you guys reading it? If you enjoy like supernatural romances, and if you enjoy world building, and like it's more world building than like character development so far, I think. So if you enjoy world building, you love supernatural romances, especially when it comes to like teenager, like in high school almost, then this book might be for you. But for me, it was not. Yeah, and then also if you don't mind reading like 500 plus pages per book. It's only a 4-book series, but 500 to 600 pages is a lot. I'd rather be reading a Sarah J. Maas book, because at least there's character development and, you know, world building. But anyways, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I just didn't enjoy it, so I'm DNFing it. I would recommend it to those who it sounds interesting to you, and yeah. I don't really know. Yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions. um Hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully, like, it helped you find a new book to read, or maybe not read. I feel like the goals of, like, at least reading wise on this channel now, because I'm not only posting kind of like bookish content, I also post like fashion and stuff, as you can see, clearly fashionable. I got breadcrumbs, chip crumbs on me, but cat hair, so fashionable. But yeah, I feel like the goal whenever I post like bookish content is for you guys to hopefully get a new book to read, or maybe don't read. And yeah, I hope you discovered something new. Yeah, and with that being said, I hope you guys have a good night, or good day, night, whenever you're watching, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.